So there are so many real estate agents out there that'll tell you they're investor friendly, they're going to market to investors and say how they can help you out. But I'm going to be straight up honest with you, so many of them are lying through their teeth when they say this and they don't actually know what they're talking about. If you're a seasoned investor or a newbie just starting out and trying to navigate this whole investing journey, getting you someone that actually has real life experience doing property management, buying multifamilies, actually dealing with this in real life can be a huge game changer for you. So in this video, I'm going to go over 3 reasons why you need to find yourself an investor-friendly agent. And at the end, I'm going to tell you how you can easily spot a fake. Hi and welcome. My name is Moynihan. I'm a real estate agent and investor based out of Keene, New Hampshire. If you're someone that's looking to sell, buy, or invest around the area, please feel free to hit me up. If at any point in this video it provides some value, I'd love it if you hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as I do post weekly real estate related videos. And if you want to kind of stay more up to date with me, I'm a lot more active on my Instagram. I post there daily. So if you want to follow that, feel free. And if you have any questions, just shoot me a DM, a text, whatever works for you. I'd be happy to help. So before I jump into all this and why you should get yourself a real estate agent that's actually friendly with investors and knows how to deal with it, I'm going to give you a little bit background on me. As I said, I am an investor and an agent, and I personally own 4 units through 2 buildings. Both of these I have house hacked. So my first one I bought with an FHA loan, lived there for a few years, refinanced. Then I bought my second property that I'm living in now and also house hacking it. So I have 3 units that are paying me, living in 1. And in these past 4 years that I've been investing, real estate has just changed my life. I've been able to escape a dead-end job that was going nowhere, become an investor, and become an agent through investing, which actually got me into the game. And it's just changed my life. So I like to kind of put what I've learned out there and hopefully help others change their life through real estate investing. So of course, real estate has showed me the power it can bring, but I've also learned a lot, had a lot of experiences and a lot of lessons that I've been taught the hard way. So now I'm starting to focus on showing investors my value I bring to them. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 reasons why you need to get an agent that's like me. Reason number 1 is going to be a pretty simple one. They have the same mindset as you. Being an investor, you look at real estate different than everyone else looks at real estate. Everyone looks at real estate as a single family. Ooh, that would be sweet to live in. That's a cool kitchen. This is cool. That's nice. Oh my God, look at the yard here. As an investor, you don't really care about that stuff. You're just looking at the numbers, seeing if it makes sense, seeing, hey, is this a good property? Is it in a good location? Is everywhere around it growing? You're looking at the actual statistics and looking at the numbers behind it to see if the property is going to produce you something you want and if it makes sense to purchase or not, where so many other people, including other agents, just look at single family houses and what they can bring for you. So that is big. Reason number 1 is having the same mindset as you. That will help a lot, being on the same page. Reason number 2 is their knowledge. Remember, if you're using an agent for a buyer's agent, technically they're free to you. They don't get paid until the sale of a transaction. And then it's also coming out of the seller side, not even your buying side. So essentially you're getting access to an expert that's going to be able to give you kind of tips and tricks, things to look out for, and stuff that they have come across in their own investing journey that if you're a newbie, maybe they'll be able to point you in a direction and steer you away from a mistake that they made when they first started. So of course, being able to tap into a knowledge of someone else is huge, especially if you're a seasoned investor, you're probably going to know some of this stuff. But being a newbie, hitting on those little questions and having someone there that can actually give you a solid answer because they've done it before is huge. Now, I do want to put this out in the open here, and I shouldn't have to say it, but don't be a nuisance to your agent. They're your agent. They're there to help you buy a place and actually buy something that's good, but they're not necessarily there to be your teacher. Don't ask them to be running numbers for you. Don't ask them to be, oh, well, do you think this is a good purchase or not? Technically, they're not really allowed to tell you that because that's kind of impacting your financials. They can tell you the stuff about it and see like what areas are growing around it and all that stuff. But you have to put in work. You got to run your numbers and you kind of got to do your own background, which you should, because you shouldn't just be investing your money based off someone else's stuff that they're telling you. Do your research so that you know deep down, I did the research. I see everything that's growing. That's the reason I'm buying it. I'm not buying it because my agent's like, hey, here's a great deal you need to buy. So do your own work. Ask questions, but don't be a nuisance. And reason number 3 is probably the biggest reason so many people think they need an investor-friendly agent, and that's for off-market deals and just connections in general. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a great reason, but the first 2 are just as important. Having someone that actually has knowledge in the space and hands-on real-life experience is huge. And then being in the same mindset of someone that actually looks at real estate the same way as you, looks at the opportunities in multifamily, student rentals, Airbnbs, all that stuff actually matters. When you're just talking to an agent that is solely based on selling single families, it's a whole different conversation. So make sure you're actually kind of hitting on all these reasons. But back to off-market deals and connections. So if your agent's an investor-friendly agent, chances are they're going to be doing networking. Chances are the networking is going to be with other investors. Therefore, through the grapevine, they're going to be hearing about deals that are coming together, hearing about stuff that other landlords want to get rid of, or they're probably doing their own prospecting, trying to find off-market deals. And guess what? As one of their buyers, if it doesn't work out for them, or maybe they're not shopping at the time, you're going to be one of those people that hear about it before it goes to MLS. So it's great to make this connection, build a relationship, and actually have that trust with an agent. So when they find a killer deal and they don't necessarily want to get it, maybe they find something that's a seller's just wanting to get it off their plate. They're willing to sell their finance, but they don't want to deal with the tenants anymore. And guess what? Chances are you're probably not going to get that deal from someone that's just selling single families. So this is why you want to build the relationship with an investor-friendly agent. And then of course, just having connections with, especially again, seasoned investors are a little bit different. They're probably going to know some connections, know all that stuff. But as a newbie, this is where it comes in very clutch, because say you buy your first property, boom, something goes wrong with plumbing. You're like, uh-oh, I don't know any plumbers. I just got into this. Well, guess what? Go hit up your agent, be like, hey, I had a problem here with the house we just got. Do you know a great plumber that can get in here ASAP? Boom, they're going to have that contact for you, because guess what? It's probably the same person they use on their properties. So those are essentially the 3 reasons why you need an investor-friendly agent. And again, it's just not even necessarily like hitting hard on single family selling agents or regular residential agents at all. It's just saying that like their niche is different than other people's niches. Everyone in real estate has their own niche. Like a lot of people from the outside looking into agents think that they all just buy and sell real estate, but it's not that straightforward. Like everyone has their own specific area that they're really an expert in. Some people are great in investing. Some people are great in luxury. Some people are great in vacations. Like there's so many avenues that can go down when you get into real estate. It's not just buying and selling a house. So you want to make sure you're actually finding an investor-friendly agent, since you're shopping for investment properties. You want to get someone that knows the lingo, that knows the terms that you're going to be using, like seller financing or creative financing, sub 2. You want to get someone that knows all this stuff, because guess what? The other ones are going to tell you they know it until you get down into the down and dirty and they don't have a clue what they're talking about. And you're like, what the heck? I just wasted all this time with this agent, when you should have just dug a little deeper, see if they actually know what they're talking about. So now, before I do wrap up this video, I do want to put that last thing I was going to say of how you can spot a fake, how you can spot someone that's coming off saying that they are an investor-friendly agent, but really aren't. And it's pretty simple. Just ask them some simple questions. If they're going to market that they're a single family selling agent, they sell luxury, they sell vacation rentals, they sell investors, they sell all this and that, chances are they're probably not the best in all of them, right? So you want to ask them, just ask the lingo. Be like, hey, have you ever helped someone house hack? Have you ever dealt with seller financing? Have you ever heard of sub 2? How many units do you own personally? What course do you like to go through for investing? What's kind of your niche that you hit on when you invest? For me, I'm personally a buy and hold. That's what I want to do right now. Down the road, I might work my way into student rentals just because I'm near a college here in town. But right now, I'm buy and hold. So you want to just ask these things. You're going to be able to easily tell if they're pulling stuff out of their ass or not. And then also just feel them out. Even if maybe they only have limited experience, but they're getting more into it, kind of feel them out and just see if they'd be a good fit for you or not. because a lot of people look at like real estate agents and the relationship kind of different. You have to look at like you're interviewing the agent and the agent's interviewing you. Neither of you are forced to work with each other. Like just because you know of this person doesn't mean you have to use them as your agent. If you talk with them, get some info and then be like, hey, we didn't really hit it off. I don't want to go house hunt with that person. Same with investing. If you don't hit it off, be like, well, I'm not really trustworthy of those people looking at my financials and knowing my money and knowing what I'm buying and all that. Well, go find an agent that you do feel comfortable with because it is a relationship that you're both working towards and building together. With all that being said, of course, adding an investor friendly agent to your toolbox is going to be huge for you when you're first starting out in real estate. And even as a seasoned investor, it helps so much, which you probably already know if you're watching this video. Maybe you're looking into a new market and want to find a new agent, and you just want to find someone that actually knows the area. You want to have them know investing side of the game because it's a lot different from the residential side. Let's just put it that way. So with that being said, my name is Shane Moynihan. I'm a real estate agent and investor based out of Keene, New Hampshire. And if you're in this area looking for an investor-friendly agent, feel free to hit me up. We can have a chat, see if we even fit good together. And if we do, maybe we can kind of work out some deals together. But don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe because I do release weekly videos. And if you want to kind of stay more up to date with what I do post daily on Instagram. So be sure to follow me there. But until next time.